I don't know why. I don't necessarily understand that. But hopefully, he's willing to actually see this through because he's on the winner side. He only has to win, 1 3 out of 5 set, where UncleWreck has to win 2. And it has been shown that he is willing to go the distance. Oh, that was such a great drive impact. Oh, wow, what an impact. Okay.
Either way, JP was winning. Again.
Good reaction to the drive impact there. But UncleWreck is going to try it, that's for sure.
And that's the funniest thing too, is that 1Way is the type of person that he'll keep doing what he has to do. His offense is similar to Hama's, but with Hama's offense, it gets to a point where people get the read and they just keep going like this. Now with UncleWreck, he reads 1Way.
Distant round.
But that's it. But with people who play 1Way, they can't read him because of how extremely in your face he is with you. Now with the top players with Hama, they understand him, but with 1Way, it's kind of like a back and forth. There's a few people that can consistently beat 1Way, which is like UncleWreck and you, but with everyone else,
I wouldn't say consistently. I haven't played everybody like that much, so I won't go on a record and say I beat everybody consistently, but I think I can beat everybody. But
I just mean like 1Way. When it comes to people beating 1Way consistently, I see it's you and UncleWreck.
Yeah, I think for this here. UncleWreck definitely can. I'll say this. When UncleWreck wants to win, I think that he can, relatively beat UncleWreck convincingly. And I say that usually because there's not too much of an adaptation on his side. So the drive rush, as we saw, that just kind of worked the drive impact. I mean, it hit there. He's going to spin to take this round. He should. Okay, I guess he
had a different vision.
And that's the game. Why you level 2? You lost. Why didn't you just spin level 3? I don't get it. Why didn't you just spin critical art, take the round?
He literally could have just used level 2 right there at level 1 because he was that low. He could have used it.
Yeah. Anyway, UncleWreck takes that first game. I'm not really sure how, but again. So we have the aggression, from UncleWreck, and again, it works, a lot of times. But the thing is, if you play against someone that can adapt, and now, he's a burn now. There's not, he has a hard time adjusting to the adjustment. And I will say, when I played him personally, that was sort of the same thing. I was able to stop the drive rush. I was able to stop a lot of the jumps, and it was kind of like, what do I do now? And that's kind of what I'm seeing at this point with him versus UncleWreck. I guess he wants to win this, this monthly at this point.
But here's the funniest thing about UncleWreck is that you see that in the earlier rounds, but it's not until the later rounds, because we've seen this with Bananakin, and we also seen this with 1WayToGodJesus during that week where 1Way literally went 3-0, where it was down to the wire. At first, UncleWreck had it. And then, out of nowhere, UncleWreck wanted to play more Street Fighter.
Yeah, clearly.
Out of the blue, you would have thought that UncleWreck was the winner of the tournament, and then you turn around to Grand Finals reset, and then 1Way won the tournament.
I just really think that it's really more so the mental fortitude with 1Way. As far as with UncleWreck, when he plays, I think he's sharp now. Like, you're right. So if he can close this out now, in this first set, that's going to be the best thing for him. Obviously, it's the winner's side. But in the event that this does go to a reset, the chances that UncleWreck wins this tournament drop significantly. Because I just don't think that he's really mentally ready to go the distance for 2 long 3 out of 5 sets. But with that being said, we got critical art here. UncleWreck's still in burnout, so I think UncleWreck is going to just kind of just go in.
And just like that, you go in. But luckily, both of them don't have meters, so none of them have the advantage. But this is still game number 2.
It is. A good drive rush. Confirmed.
And just like that, wake up amnesia, but Grandpa, you forgot. This is 1Way we're talking about.
Oh my God, why are you waking up, Brad? What are we doing? All right, perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, time. Next game. Next game. All tied
Roll
up.
it back. UncleWreck wants more Street Fighter. This is exactly what I'm talking about, which is like, when it really comes down to it, 1Way does not adapt a lot, but because of the fact that 1Way has that mental fortitude, that he really doesn't need to adapt. Because while the other opponent's trying to adapt, 1Way is just like, 1Way, I'm stuck in my ways. And that's bad for any other player, but for UncleWreck, this is the perfect enemy. somebody who is willing to go the distance versus a man who's willing to go home as soon as he gets to grand finals.
Absolutely. No, definitely $1WayToGodJesus. Oh my goodness. he is ready to go the distance. He's like mentally, you know, I know I got 2 sets, so I'm going to try to get you out the way right now for the first set, bring you right down to losing bracket with me. I'm going to climb out of this pit. But it's looking pretty good thus far, but we're still, you know, tied up 1-1.
And 1Way is doing that thing that he usually does, which is the exact same thing that he always does.
Drive rush?
Drive rush. but none of these people check it. UncleWreck has an answer with that stick, but sadly you get whip punished and now you're in the corner. Wake up Jazz for your trouble, and now you will have level 2.
Parry. He has drive defeat now. Okay, that's good. But he held a little bit too long and gets punish countered with a grab to end it. So, you know, the meter advantage definitely on the $1WayToGodJesus. Oh my gosh, he just breaks up with the up kicks. Okay.
Look, was that on your bingo card? Because I wasn't doing that.
No, not at all. he wasn't on UncleWreck's. He went for a command throw. Okay. All right, so this is not a good spot for $1WayToGodJesus because he's a burnout now, but that was a good up kick. He has all the bars, so if he can just get a hit confirmed, he can get a lot of this gauge back. Okay, he has to actually block this out. High, low, high. Good defense.
He's doing an empty jump, too.
Up kicks, okay.
No, don't come here.
Oh, no. Okay, all right. Well, UncleWreck doesn't really have a lot of bar here, so it's not going to be too punishing. But, yeah, the next, it's only a little bit of zoning. Oh, my gosh.
Wait, no. We got it. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies
and gentlemen, we got him. We got him.
Oh, my goodness.
We got him.
All right, 2-1, $1WayToGodJesus. Wow, okay.
This is what I'm talking about. Those little things, all you have to do is make one small mistake, and it is lights out.
But this is the thing that I'm like, the mental, I don't want to see. I want to see UncleWreck like, oh, we're going to, okay, hopefully this is a breather. But I don't want to see him just completely mentally crumble because it's just like, you know, he kind of, and that's fine. I'm not saying, you know, you can't ponder and think about what's going on. That's fine. But I've seen him mentally fall apart, you know, in these long sets. Like, it's 2-1, you know, on $1WayToGodJesus' side, but you're still in it. It's still the first set, you know. Take some time to think about it, and it looks like that he did that. Luckily, he did not switch from JP, because I definitely think this is the character that he needs to play. Up kicks. Yeah, all right, good. So, I see the anti-airs, you know, are definitely there, as long, of course, as $1WayToGodJesus has charge. Okay, that's a little bit too much.
we're gonna a little bit too feisty on this end. We can block every now and again if we wanted to.
No, what is block? This is Street Fighter 6. We're not blocking. They literally don't want you to block in this game at all. They have a parry button, for crying out loud. You don't even have to hold back to block. You can just hold parry, and it covers, you know, a lot of options.
And that is the funniest part about the parry in this game.
He grabbed a sway there. Block.
But that looked like a parry. That looked like a grab that he was going to do regardless. I feel like UncleWreck has checked out, and we're going to be going to grand finals like that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because you could see it in UncleWreck. Because at first you saw the confidence on UncleWreck, and then game 2 happened, and then suddenly the lights got too bright. Like, for some odd reason. $1WayToGodJesus has been in this situation where he's low health and it's supposed to be GG, and then bada bing.
So it's roughly literally one hit on Rex. Oh
and
my gosh!
You are going
goodness.
to go into grand finals reset, UncleWreck, if you can't wake up right now.
Caught him asleep at the wheel with the drive impact at the wall.
And the funniest part too,
that was
UncleWreck
nice
has been calling out that drive impact this whole time.
Except for when it mattered right there.
That's what I'm saying. He's clocked out.
Okay, all right. Guess right on the amnesia. All right, responding with jab, not biting for any throw attempts. All right, so he's gonna spend. Oh, he's gonna spend level 3, and that's fine. I think it's a little bit expensive for what he could have done, but to finish up and just get this round out the way, because you know,
just a perfect for your troubles. But that's what Omega JSM should have done when he was up against 1Way, and he did.
Absolutely. But right now, $1WayToGodJesus has the meter advantage. You know, there's nothing. Oh gosh, but that cane, the pimp cane is so.
That's the get off my lawn type of stick.
Oh, good throw.
And you see those sways.
Oh, he's against the wall.
Oh no. Oh no, this is. Oh wait. Oh, hold on.
So that's a very interesting frame trap with the. Oh my, spend it.
Oh yes, he is. And wait, do we have a grand finals reset right now?
I don't know. No, I don't think he's dead, but he's pretty much close to burnout. Yeah, he's really close.
He can wake up a level 1.
Oh, he meant the drive impact. Oh man.
Ooh.
Well.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Guess what? Reset. I hope you guys don't have church in the morning, because boy, we gonna be here for a while.
I mean, one way to God, Jesus is gonna go to church regardless. It does not matter. He's not going to, if he wins this tournament, not wake up and give praise to the Lord. So, you know, I'm sure he is completely locked in, as he has been thus far. Again, I'm curious to see if UncleWreck is going to adapt here, because this really looks like one way to God, Jesus is just kind of just running away with it at this point.
And that's what I'm talking about. Before, he used to check those drive impacts, and now for just simple things like the amnesia, because he has checked with amnesia drive impact, and suddenly it's now, or drive impact amnesia, and now you have an amnesia and you don't drive impact, and that's what, ooh.
Both are in burnout, but this is life advantage is to one way. Oh, not checking the knee. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I feel like, oh, that combo? Wow.
Counter.
Okay. I was going to say.
I'm pretty sure, because I've seen it on counter hit combo, but if it's not on counter hit, you could press the button, because why not?
Yeah, to check it. That's why I was a little caught off guard. But, you know, it's a new set. Regardless of whatever happened the last set, it doesn't matter. So, UncleWreck, you know, literally has a minimum of 3 games to adjust. Same thing for one way to God Jesus. Like I said, anybody can still win this tournament. Their meter is just fully locked and loaded at this point. But, counter hit. Oh no, just hitting buttons, and he's a burn.
You would have thought DJ was the top tier. Like, this is harassment central.
Block. Oh, he dashed.
Yeah, look at that.
I was like, that's definitely. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. There's life.
But now that was a pretty expensive reversal for your troubles.
That was expensive. Oh, we gonna spend it anyway.
We gonna spend it anyway.
All right, so this one I'm not 100% sure is
I'm pretty sure this
hard.
is dead. And we were gonna go to a 1-0 on a one way to God Jesus side. Never mind, actually.
All right, don't drive impact. Just, I was like, yeah. All right, there we go.
I was gonna say, you drive impact right now.
If you drive impact, you're throwing it away. But yeah, the pressure alone, just the drive rush pressure is a lot. So, you know, with this here, and this is kind of what I was talking about. So and I don't know if he's thinking about character switching, but I want to see him really kind of ponder on, he may be doing this, but I don't want to see him like just check out. You've had all these sets, you know, thus far, and all these games rather, and you got to figure out like, what is he doing? I mean, it's a little bit easier for us, you know, from the commentator standpoint, because we're not actually playing, but you know he's going to be drive rushing in. How do I counter that? You know he's going to be jumping in with the knee. How do I counter that? You know, little things. More so something that he could exploit. You know he's going to drive impact in the corner to try to press the advantage.
Right.
But here he goes to Manon, where, again, this is not a counter pick by any stretch of the imagination. I think this is just more of a, 1, I'm frustrated. 2, I want to see if he knows how to fight Manon. That's really ultimately what this comes down to.
And the funniest part too, One Way taught UncleWreck how to play Manon when UncleWreck got beat by Micah Nike at Summer Jam.
Don't remind me of that.
He said, "Don't."
That's a whole nother conversation in itself. But anyway, we're gonna see. But the thing is, this is a 3 out of 5 set. You know, if he wants to try Manon, you know, he still can. If he does lose this, you know, he can go back to JP or any other character of his choosing. He gets up kicked in the face for his troubles for trying to go for the command throw. Okay, punish. All right, gets another medal here.
That is okay, and medal number 3. Now, here's the thing I told about UncleWreck. Is he needs to get medals as early as possible, simply because of the fact that if you go into the second round with no medals, they're not going to respect you. Now, if you go into the second round with like medal number 3, then it gives you enough mental, you know, it gives them enough time for people to be like, all right, should I jump here? I don't want to get grabbed by her.
He might die. Oh, he's dead.
Oh no, he is dead.
the thing with the medals, though, is that you don't want to force them.
Yeah.
So the thing with Manon is, because she's, I guess, a brawler character, I don't know exactly how you would classify her. If they're going to be afraid of the command throw, they're going to be afraid of the command throw regardless.
Right.
You know, if they're not afraid of the command throw, they're not going to be afraid of the command throw. And that's fine to not be afraid of it, but everyone has to respect it once it gets to like medal level 4 or 5. So my thing is, you know, I agree with, you know, you want to kind of get them scared, but if they are scared, they would have been scared of level 1, level 2, level 3, etc. Because it's going to build up to level 4 or 5 at some point either way. But I mean, at this point, he has 3 medals. You know, it will do decent damage at this point.
But are you gonna? No, you're. It's a good move. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I would have built the medal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought he was gonna jump in and then build the medal, but
he gets him in burnout. I guess that's kind of what he's going for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's going for. Go.
Oh no!
Ah! What is going on?
Oh my god!
What is going on?
Yo, he's gone. He's gone. He can't do anything. This is fireball.
Look, this doesn't even work. This is 2-0 in the grand finals reset. We're not even at work, and he already clocked out for the night.
No, like he seems so like lost. And you know, it's like I have lost all control. Like,
yeah. And that's what I'm talking about with Desmond. Desmond's just going to keep doing the same thing. He is so stuck in his ways that it works. There's not a lot of players that actually can get away with that. And with UncleWreck, that is like the thing. Because UncleWreck will try to trick himself into thinking that with adaptation or with doing these little things like picking other characters, that it'll be all right. So why did you pick Manon if you're going to go back to JP?
That's the point. And that's why, you know, I've told him this himself, you know, you have to get comfortable with playing the long game. Like, your counter picking is not going to work. It's working now. I guarantee you, none of the stuff that he's trying now is going to work in Season 2. At all. None of it. At all. You know, and it's just, and you're seeing it now because it's like, oh my gosh, my counter pick didn't work. So what do? I go back to JP, but my JP is what got me in this reset situation in the first place. So I have to find some way to stop the bleeding. And it's not, I mean, it's just, 1Way is just really just pressing, you know, the matter here. Now, the one thing that I will say is, what was it, the DC tournament? 1Way looked like he was about to run away with it with the reset, just like this. And then he got, I don't know if, you know, he got either too cocky, he's like, yeah, this is done, this is over. And he played not aggressive, but just reckless. And UncleWreck was able to literally bring it all the way back to 2-2. 1Way still took it in the end, but it was an extra 2.5 games that we didn't even really need to play.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm curious to see.
And that's why I'm sick of watching these two play all the time, because it feels like as if once they get a little bit of the game loses all value, and suddenly we're back in a situation that we should have never been at. So it's like, what was it? UncleWreck literally was steamrolling him just now, and then suddenly we're playing more Street Fighter. Suddenly you're the one who's going to be caught up, and 1WayToGodJesus might take the entire tournament.
All right, so we're going to see. I think he's just going to try to go to chip now.
Just like that. Grand final point.
All right, if we're going to see anything from UncleWreck, it has to happen now.
It has to, because you have no other. There's no more character switching after this. The only switch you can do is switch straight to your car and go home.
I like going for the level 3 here. Just get the early life lead, set up the obstacle course. All right, EX departure. Yep.
But the funniest thing is that, like, sadly, it may look like this is good for UncleWreck, but UncleWreck's been in life leads before, and then suddenly some random button hits, and now we're back to square one.
No, I think UncleWreck has this, you know, sound. He's gonna get around the board.
He's gonna get a game on him too. All right, and a perfect for your troubles. So it is 2-1. But UncleWreck he won that game, and he looks so distraught.
Yeah, he does. You know, we're going back to character selecting. You won. Like, you know, I mean, you need to do that sometimes. But, you know, this is just kind of taking some time. I don't know if 1Way is just kind of taking some time to collect his thoughts. I see him hovering over Guile. I don't. think Guile is, you know, if he has a Guile, I've never seen him play Guile at all. I've seen him play other characters, but Guile is not one of them. But really, for here, you know, I think he's just taking some time to really just figure out how do I close this out.
Wait, speaking of which, out of all the characters that 1Way has played, has he ever played Guile? In the games that you've seen him in Street Fighter?
No, not at all. Guile is a sit back and chill and throw fireballs. That's not his, you know, forte of character.
Most definitely. That's like 1Way plays extreme offensive. It was kind of funny too because he told me in 4 he played Dudley, and then in 5 when he played Balrog, Balrog taught him how to be offensive.
He did play Dudley. That was actually a fun fact. The first time I ever played, I didn't know who he was at the time, but he was playing Dudley. And, you know, for me at the time, it was another day at the office. But I do remember him playing Dudley at that point. But right now, I guess if he played Dudley, that is up kicks. Oh, my goodness.
And we're looking at a grand finals point again.
I was going to say the aggression is coming out, but I feel it's a little bit, okay, I think he's tasting blood at this point. Oh my gosh, just counter hits. Oh no.
This is
EX amnesia coming. OD amnesia.
I think he's afraid of using amnesia now.
So with the bar as it is, if he gets another good jumping combo, level 3 is definitely coming. Block. Yep.
That's the one thing about 1Way. He may get reckless at points, but he still keeps a little bit of, you know, decorum to make sure that the neutral's all right and whatnot. He's not going to do some random thing just to throw his life away.
All right, so UncleWreck has a shot here because he's in burnout, but he still can't get hit. Okay, you need to spend level 3. You need to definitely spend it right now. Okay, all right, so.
You have to do whatever it takes for the next 2 rounds if you want to at least make it 2-2.
But he can't get hit here. I mean, it should be chip. Oh, no.
Wait,
And this is what I was talking about, is that slowly, you know, 1Way will just kind of like start throwing. Like he's on the verge of winning this. And it's just like that, you know, that level 3 was completely unnecessary. Okay, that's punishment. See, I don't really know what's going on here, because you could have lost the round. You still would have had level 3, and you know you'd still be in the same. He has nothing. He
literally could have used level 1 or 2.
Yes, I mean if you're gonna just wake up with something, but he has nothing to worry about. He has the whole screen. You don't have any actual bar. He has no bar. He's like, I just had to worry about the drive rush. But even if I get hit, I'm only gonna lose versus like maybe 10-15% versus losing like 50 to 60.
I'm surprised 1Way won that.
Burnout? Okay. All right. Now he has a shot to deal with this. Oh, my. Oh.
Okay, that worked.
That worked.
I saw the grab, and I was like, yeah, that's going to work. Okay, so...
This is still definitely doable.
1Way can do the funniest thing right now, or UncleWreck's going to make this 2-2. Okay, now we're just spending meters just for the hell of it.
2-2.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2-2.
All right, so this is literally the exact same thing that happened in the DC tournament. Now, I'm just curious how it's gonna end. How that tournament ended was 1Way was able to somehow bring it back after he should have won this a while ago. But maybe UncleWreck is able to compose himself and bring this all the way back. Because again, it was reset. He was down 2-0, and he might bring this back.
But the funniest part is UncleWreck is so distraught right now that I don't think he can bring it back like that.
I don't. Oh my gosh!
His body language does not say it.
We have a character switch.
We have a Jaime.
You went to. I mean, I know he plays Jaime, but like, why would you change it right now? Like, you wait till the. I mean, no DP. I mean, you know, you just. It's not the. This is not the time to try something. And I can guarantee you right now, UncleWreck is probably like, thank goodness. Like, you know, I don't like this at all. I feel like 1Way just kind of just mentally just gave this away. Again, similar kind of like what UncleWreck does. I hope you don't. Okay, we're getting some drinks here. But I hope that you don't.
Wait. Okay.
See, you know what that was? That was an up kick. That was the DJ. Jaime has an uppercut, a traditional uppercut with kicks. So yeah, I just don't like this. But we're going to see if he can adapt. All right, so he's in. Okay, he did not block that.
Wait.
Oh, he's going to definitely spin the bar here. Yep.
Bow.
Yep.
And this is looking like grand finals point for UncleWreck.
UncleWreck. After all of that, we're right back.
There's a whole lot of games that should have never happened,
Dude,
but
I
luckily
agree.
we had them. Either way, if it ends right now, I am so glad that I got to commentate with you today, because I thought that you were going to, but then also, you know, you came out here just to, you know, show your love, play with some people. But
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to see, you know, how everyone's doing and playing and whatnot. But this has been a very interesting, long set. Okay, that was good. Good parry. But, you know, it's just like he's down in life. You're spinning just all the drive gauge. UncleWreck is just literally just running away, biding the time.
ooh,
I don't really see, okay. I don't really see, oh, we have an uppercut.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
I was like, thank you. I don't really see him winning. Okay, I stand corrected. All right, so it's close. So he's not in burnout. He's going to be just shy of burnout. The thing about it is he has to reset? Oh, he has the cheekiness. Okay.
Wait,
Did he
hold
hit a
on.
button? And he hits a button.
well, huh?
Oh my goodness.
And just like that, UncleWreck will rewrite history.
Wow.
This is not DC no more. This is Laurel.
This is Laurel. You're right.
UncleWreck will be your grand champion today. Now, do you want to stay for the interview?
No, I don't have to stay for the interview. This
mean-
is all him.
all-
Any conversation I have, I can have off stream. But no, I want him to have, you know, his spot. I'm actually surprised. I think personally that it was a little bit more of One Way kind of throwing the match away versus him than earning it. But having somebody throw the match away is a way of you earning the actual set. So I will say that, you know, it's really good. He was able to get through another long set. I have no idea how he actually feels mentally at this point after going through the reset, because it really, like you said, it looked like he was really lost, but he somehow survived. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you're like, man, I just survived this set. I don't even really know how I'm here, but I'm here. You know, so that's good for him. He won this monthly. Personally, you know, I really want. I think that, you know, the best person in our area, which it's barring right now, is Ben Anakin. I'm just going to say that.
Not Orange Sun?
No, not Orange Chun. I don't know who Orange Chun is. But if
Ben
you see
Anakin's
that,
alter ego.
I really want to have him come out. And nothing against One Way or UncleWreck, but like he's the guy to beat. So, you know, I'd like to kind of see one of them take the monthly with him here. I think that would make it a little bit more worthwhile and kind of solidify the win that he actually got. But regardless, you know, whoever is here, UncleWreck is a champion for this month. We'll see in November, you know, if anybody or any extra players, maybe even myself, will actually enter the tournament, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, congrats to UncleWreck. Congrats to really all the competitors here. Good sets overall for the most part. Like I said, I really like to see everybody, and, you know, for me, I'll be signing off. But
You'll be signing off, and
Yep.
just like that,
all right.
One Way is on his way out. But congrats to you, One Way. You did
All right.
you did good. I believed in you the whole way. You doing that reset really. Hey, next time.
Next time.
But yeah, anyway, it was really good. It was really good hanging out with you. When's the next event that you're gonna go to?
Me?
So on the 28th, there's supposed to be the Cave Monthly if you're interested in going. But also ECT is next week, and also there is, what is it, Frosty Faustings.
I'm definitely not going to Frosty.
There's also NEC, and there's also, I think that's really it for fighting games.
So the 28th, the cave, I may be there. Usually the end of the month, I have a little bit more flexibility as far as for things that I can go to. ECT, you know, I probably won't, just for the sake of time at this point. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of the, and I'm not like really big as far as like online tournaments per se. I think that they're great. I just kind of, again, like to see the face-to-face interaction with people. But a lot of these offline tournaments, these majors, regionals, however you want to call them, they're getting really expensive. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You know, that's just...
Pre-reg 110 at Frosty, by the way.
100, yeah, I saw $100. And I'm like, this isn't Evo. This is not, you know... But, I mean, I know inflation's a thing. A lot of stuff, you know, I'm not going to completely throw shade at, like, TOs completely or whatnot. But this has come a long way from $30, $40, $50 to $100, you know. And I'm not saying just in general for me. To be very transparent, could I go? Yes. But I think it's a lot for like the average person, you know, that kind of wants to come out, have a good time and whatnot, to kind of shell out so much money. I think like the local events like these are extremely important to kind of have, you know, camaraderie. You learn, you get to really meet people. Not everybody always can or wants to shell out a lot of money to necessarily kind of do that. So I really am really appreciative of Xanadu, all our other venues, as far as that are local, because it gives us a chance to really kind of see each other, catch up, and grow as a scene, you know. And I feel that same way across, you know, America and worldwide, honestly. So.
And that's what I really like. Everybody coming out here. Come out here next week for Xanadu, or come out next monthly for Xanadu.
Yes.
But come out regardless, because we need more people up here. I cannot see UncleWreck versus OneWayToGodJesus again. I love those two. Those are my best boys. I can't see them again.
Well, if Banana King comes out, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty positive that he will make it to claim another monthly. This is like, what, the first monthly? Well, he hasn't been here. I'm not going to say the first one that he hasn't won. But if he's here, he's won every single monthly that he's come. But
ironically, every single weekly, too.
Wow. But not this time, because UncleWreck is the one that won. I'm not sure if he's coming up. Did you want me to grab him, or?
Nah, don't worry about it. It's too late for us anyway. Let's run this junk food ad, and then we'll call it a day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah,
he got a snack box, right?
He got a snack box, and that's why we're running the junk food ad. Because shout out to Snack Box for making sure that all the players are fed with the Snack Box Micro, courtesy of them. Shout out to UncleWreck for taking first place, and he will be taking home one of these bad boys that are on the stream right now. Whole lot of fun, whole lot of small form factors. You know, plug and play, PC, PS4, Switch compatible, shadow-proven non-slip buttons. A whole lot of selling out, but when you sell into the snack box, what can you get out of it? Junk Food Custom Arcade. Shop now at junkfoodarcades.com.
That is a really nice looking, you know, stick. I'm not really with the lever-less controllers. That's not me. But yeah, that's looking kind of slick, you know.
That's what I was saying. I was just like, I need to get a snack box just to be up here now.
Yeah.
You're giving me out these players are not even going to appreciate it. Either way, this is the end. I already see the lights coming out, so we got to go.
We got to go. It's getting dark.
They went dark on us.
All right.
Anyway, this has been Dark Child. This has been Desert Punk shouting out.